Paul, first of all, what's the situation with Jose Rodriguez?
Vinny, that's your first question, right? We've got a game Monday, so I'm just going to concentrate on the game, if you don't mind.
I thought it'd be wise to get that kind of business out of the way very quickly.
Yeah, and I'm getting out of the way very quickly with an answer, so I'm just going to concentrate on Monday's game.
Does that go for Saido Berahino as well?
Yeah, exact same.
Because, just talking in general terms about the pair, even in the short term, longer term as well, do they have any kind of future at this club?
Vinny, honestly, you're trying your best, and I get where you're coming from, but I'm just going to concentrate on West Ham. That's the main focus.
In terms of preparations, and with referring to those kind of situations, I suppose, in general terms, have you inherited an ill-disciplined squad, and is that difficult? Has that been part of the difficulty of taking this task on?
Listen, I think that if you want to ask about West Ham, you can ask me, all right, and you can ask how difficult the game is, and you can ask about last week's game, but I think the group at the minute is playing really well. The team is playing really well, and the supporters are right behind us, and that's my main concern is the West Ham game. That's all I'm focused on.
How frustrated then is it that the results of late don't reflect what you're seeing in terms of those performances?
You need some, as I said before, you need a little bit of luck at certain times, but the performances have been incredibly high. The way we've performed and the way we've played, I think I couldn't ask any more from the team. They've been excellent regarding everything I've asked them to do. The atmosphere in here last weekend was incredible. I think I've said it before, that after the game, I've been in the game a long time, I've not seen that reaction to a team that's lost a game. So the fans are with us, which I think is the most important thing. And if we can keep doing what we're doing, we'll certainly win games. As I said before, you need a little bit of lady luck on your side, but performance-wise, I'm really happy the way the team's playing.
Does this, though, bring it to the stage when you suffered 4 straight defeats that it's a must-win game against West Ham?
We have to come away with something, without a doubt. We have to come away with something. If we win it, the intent is to go and win. That's our intent, and we will do everything we can to get 3 points.
You take the view as well that a win for yourselves drags West Ham back into that battle?
Yeah, I think it would. If we get a win, then it drags a few back into the equation. I think that's, for me, is the most important thing. But if we keep playing the way we are and keep doing the things we're asking them to do, then we've got a great chance.
Going to their place, do you still think you can capitalise on any kind of unrest amongst the fans, albeit obviously it picked up having that victory over Southampton? They also got a point at Chelsea, but we saw what happened against Burnley as well. Yeah,
and I think, I've been to Upton Park before, and I know how difficult that was, and going to a new stadium I don't think it's ever easy, and I've not been to the new stadium, so I don't know what to expect myself, but it looks, whether the fans are too far away from the actual pitch itself, it might hinder West Ham, I don't know, but it's new for them, and I think we have to try and do what Burnley done.
I suppose as well, Stoke fans will know all about Arnautovic, and he'll be one of the ones to look out for.
Yeah, I think he's a very good player. I watched him last weekend against Chelsea, and I thought he was very good. I thought he was very strong, and I know he done well here. I don't know the lad at all myself, but he looks a good player.
What have you made overall of the job then that David Moyes is doing at West Ham?
I think David's an experienced manager, and there's some really good clubs there, and had ups and downs like a lot of managers. I think he's probably steadied the ship there as well. And but David Moyes is a really, really top manager. He's not a bad manager because one or two jobs never went his way. He's a very, very top talented football manager.
For yourselves as well, while there's a belief that you can still get out of this trouble, do you also have to plan for the worst and the potential of losing perhaps the best players in the summer?
I've never thought about it. I've just thought about staying in the league, and that's still my aim. It's just to stay in the league, and then we can look at next season what happens from there. But I've never once thought about what if or only if. Just focus on staying in this league.
And the belief that you have, do you see that in the players as well, or how do you go about instilling it if it's not there?
No, I see it, and I've saw it since I've came. As I said before, I can't ask for any more. As always, you judge a team by the crowd's reaction. The crowd's reaction is right with us. The effort the commitment. I think this football club was built on sheer graft and hard work, and a little sprinkle of gold dust at the top end. And I think we have to get it back. We have to get that back and give that the fans what was happening here before. The effort and commitment is part and parcel of being a footballer.
I have to ask about the referee. Obviously, Michael Oliver showed that he can make a big decision at a crucial time in a game last night. What did you make of what you saw in Madrid?
I think then you're at the pinnacle. You're professional when you're refereeing these types of games, and especially in the Champions League. Whether it's a penalty or not, Michael obviously makes a decision or not. But I respect him as a referee. And we had him here in my first game against Huddersfield, and I think he's a really top referee. I really do. I think the emotion of the game over spills, and I'm pretty sure if you ask a lot of people who have different opinions whether it was a penalty or whether it was not a penalty, but Ronaldo goes up and sticks it in, and at the end of the day Real Madrid go through. I
don't know where you go for omens, but West Ham have lost 8 of the 13 games when he's refed as well.
Is that right? Is that what it is it?
Yeah.
Have you looked at that?
I checked that today, yeah.
Did you?
Another little side issue maybe, obviously Joe Hart coming back to form for West Ham and rivalling Jack for starting berth as well for England moving forward to a World Cup.
I thought about, again I watched West Ham Chelsea at the weekend and I thought Joe Hart got him the point, in my opinion. I thought he was excellent. I thought he made some incredible saves. I thought the save from Alonso was excellent, and he'll win the fight with no doubt Jack and the lad at Everton, Pickford. So listen, he's a good goalkeeper. He said his critics and all that, but he's still a very good goalkeeper.
But Jack, get your backing in terms of being ready, I suppose, to take on that responsibility.
I'd have no doubt, no doubt throwing Jack in. If Gareth thinks Jack's the right one, then I've got no doubt Jack wouldn't let anybody down.
Squad-wise, Choupo-Moting fit?
No, he's still struggling, but he's doing well. Yeah, but Choupo's still struggling. All right.
Michael.
Hi.
You mentioned, obviously, Vinny's discussed with you about the referee Michael Oliver for Monday night. I think it's fair to say that you and the players have felt that you've come on the wrong end of decisions the last couple of weeks at Arsenal and last weekend perhaps with the second goal. Do you think that's about to turn? Are you hopeful that something? I mean, it just seems to have gone against you at crucial times.
Well, we've had even Charlie sending off against Everton. I think Martin was the referee against United and City the other week there, and I think it was documented that Ashley Young's tackle on Aguero. Charlie's was probably less than that, and he gets sent off. So big decisions, have went against us. The penalty decision at Arsenal, definitely, it's clear for everybody to see it's not a penalty. The Everton goal was clearly offside. The linesman's got to see that. So we have no the luck or the rub of the green at certain times, but you've got to hang in there and you've got to, hopefully it turns. But as I said before, performance-wise and the way we're playing, we've been excellent.
Because to get the 3 wins in your last 5, which is what Jack Butland thinks you need, I assume that's a view you share, then you need everything, don't you?
You do, you need little things to go your way. But as I said, as long as we keep the belief and keep the effort and the way we're playing, then we've got a great chance.
Bruno Martins Indy admitted that perhaps the team have missed Marko Arnautovic this season because I suppose it goes back to what you said earlier about having that stardust up front. He provides that, doesn't he?
Yeah, I know. As I said before, I don't know the guy personally, but I think he had some good years here and scored a lot of goals and assists as well. I said I watched him last week and I thought he was very good. And when you lose guys like that, it's obviously a big chunk of your goals in your team. So it's a big loss. But for whatever reason, he left the club, and now he's West Ham's player, and we have to stop him.
Who else do you look at in terms of West Ham and think that they're ones to keep an eye on or perhaps pay sort of special attention to?
I just think West Ham are a strong side. Obviously, if Andy Carroll's fit, I don't know. I think he's a handful as well if he's fit. I just think they're a strong side. It'll be a tough game, but I said before, I'm taking my own team down there full of confidence to go and try and win. All right.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks a lot.
Vinny, do you want to ask me another question?
I do, yeah, but I don't think I'll get an answer.